My children will always be my children, and the door will always be open to them. They have got to come through that door. I'm going to be holding a hand out for that. But I'm going to be holding this hand that's next to me, and I won't let go of that hand. I will not cut off Robin to have a relationship with my children.
I'm going to say something that might be a little controversial.
You're in the danger zone!
I would simply ask that you let me lay out my whole case before you go crazy. I don't find offense with Kody falling in love with Robin. I don't find it offensive that Kody desires a monogamous relationship with her. This happens for most of us. You date a bunch of people, you meet someone who stands out, and you commit to them. I don't even blame him for leaving the OG3. Things change and everybody has choices to make. I've always felt that any of the adults, especially the wives in this particular case, because they are the ones who are getting shortchanged, have the absolute right to decide who they want to be in a relationship with. However, both Kody and Robin think the source of their problem is that they found each other, fell in love, and committed to one another. Nay, what I find offensive is their emotional and intellectual cowardice. Due to their lack of character, they humiliated and demoralized Kody's former partners. I place this lack of integrity square on Kody's shoulders. Despite all of Robin's conspiring, devious behavior, and flat-out lying, it was Kody's commitment to keep with these women. And if he no longer wanted to honor that commitment, he should have informed them that he wanted out, as opposed to treating them poorly until they get frustrated, fed up, and leave. Then he gets to play the victim. Now granted, if he told them he wanted out of the marriages because he found something new, he would forever be classified as a low-down cheating sumbitch, and she would finally forever be remembered as the young tail homewrecker. Not fair, but fair is what you pay to get on a bus. Yet and still, it would have been honest. Telling the OG3 that you want to have a big, united family with 4 wives, blah, 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 while meanwhile, back at the farm, you can only find time and find your way to Robin's house qualifies him as a liar. Like I said, I'm not mad that he is as committed to his relationship with Robin as he is. Every husband, boyfriend, lover, whatever, should be committed to their beloved. The one thing I would tell this new monogamist that clearly he doesn't understand, being a monogamist just means that you only have romantic relationships with one person, not that you can only have one relationship. You may have finite time and resources, but the capacity to love is infinite. Because of the first two, finite time and resources, this is the reason so many people stand against polygamy. It doesn't have to come down to a choice between your wife and your kids. In the clip, he talks about not letting go of Robin's hand. Perhaps without realizing it, he is requiring the children to come to him and seek a relationship out. This not only removes effort and responsibility from Kody, but by its very nature, it forces his kids to have a relationship with him on his terms, which, as expressed by him repeatedly, requires the children to love, adore, and obey Robin as he does. This isn't about him standing by Robin. This is about him filtering his relationships through Robin. Perhaps overstated, but she would go from speaking Kody to becoming the Brown family messiah. 1, she brings the masses the word of Kody. 2, the only way to Kody is through his sacred cow Robin. She is the sacred cow and not a lamb because she is to never be sacrificed, but instead worshipped. She becomes the central figure, and everything must flow through her and be approved by her. Again, I know he's new to committed monogamy, but this isn't how it's done. For instance, Kody, riddle me this, Batman. How would you feel if Robin left you, started dating another man, created a family with him, then ignored your shared children because they were inconvenient to her new boyfriend? Hopefully you wouldn't just be hurt because she left you, but you would be furious that she has abandoned your children and it's hurting them. Further, would you blame Sal and Ari for feeling left behind when they see their mom, who used to tell them she loved them, now out taking care of somebody else's kids? These kids don't just feel abandoned, they feel replaced. For a normal person, this would be absolutely terrible. But for the brown kids who get to watch Kody on HD TV be a full functioning father to what seems like everybody else, meanwhile, they can't get so much as a kiss my ass on their birthday, but you're the victim. You don't understand why they're mad.
You big silly goose.
You do not say big silly goose. You call him an asshole like a normal kid.
Asshole?
That's better.
During Christine's wedding special, Kody talked about having FOMO, fear of missing out, because he missed the party. Well, in my opinion, the kids also suffer from FOMO. They feel like they're missing out on a full relationship with their father. Father, the man who is not only supposed to love them, protect them, and until no longer needed, provide for them, but the man who is there to provide counsel, comfort, and encouragement. The one man in their lives who wants only the best for them without any conditions or personal benefit. Parenthood, at its essence, should strive to be the closest thing to love perfected. Parents give to their children because they want them to have, not because they'll get a return on their investment. I spend time with my kids because I hope to add to as much to their lives as they've added to mine. I've said it before. I don't want my kids to be like me. I want them to be better than me. Kody shouldn't fear missing out on a party. Fear missing out on time with your children. The biggest problem I see in the propaganda pushed by their take on marriage, jealousy is the killer of happiness. He'll dismiss his kids' feelings as them giving into weaker emotions like jealousy as to why they can't accept his relationship with Robin. They aren't jealous he's with Robin. They're angry because they feel abandoned. They feel replaced. Kody can't stop hiding behind his wife's Gucci bag because his relationship is so fragile, it requires an antagonist. For years, it was him and Robin against the OG3. Since they left, he's now found villains in the faces of his children. As a longtime monogamist, pro tip, if your relationship's health relies and thrives on conflict to survive, it will lead to a life of exhaustion and misery. Stop setting your wife and kids against one another. Start with build a relationship with his kids, then incorporate his wife, especially because Robin has a habit of making things about her. Kody's relationship with his kids has nothing to do with Robin. If they don't see her as a mom, that's fine. You're a monogamous now anyway, and they already have mothers. What they want is a relationship with their father.
I have exorcised the demons. This house is clear.
Let me know what you guys think down below. If you guys have made it this far into the video, give me a thumbs up. If you're not yet subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Support the movement and the mindset. Thank you so much for your time. That's My Take. I'm James. This has been My Take on Reality, and I'm out.
'Cause I've been living